ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पता न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सेदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाले नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे सुखतातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा देवावरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनः शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। द्युवाध्यायतनं स्वशब्दा मुक्तोपसृप्य व्यपदेशा नानुमानमतच्छब्दा प्राणवृक्ष भेदव्यपदेशात् प्रकरणात् स्थित्यदनाभ्यां च भूमा संप्रसादादद्युपदेशा धर्मोपपत्तेश्च अक्षरम् अम्रान्तधृतेः सा च प्रशासनात् अन्य भाव व्यावृत्तेश्च ईक्षति कर्म व्यपदेशात् सह धरोत्तरेभ्यः गति शब्दाभ्याम तथा ही दृष्टम लिंगम च धृतेश्च महिम्नोऽस्यास्मिन्नुपलब्धेः Will read. Page 287. धृतेश्च हेतुः परमेश्वर एव अयं दहरः कथं दहरोऽस्मिन्नन्तराकाशः इति प्रकृत्याकाशौपम्यपूर्वकम् तस्मिन् सर्वसमाधानमुक्त्वा तस्मिन्नेव च आत्मशब्दं प्रयुज्य अपहत पापमत्पादे गुणयोगम् च उपदिश्य तमेवानतिवृत्त प्रकरणं निर्दिशति। अथ आत्मा स सेतुः वित्रतिरेषां लोकानामसम्भेदाय इति। तत्र वित्रतिः इति आत्मशब्द समानाधिकरण्यात् विधारयितोच्यते। च कर्तरि स्मरणात् यथोदकसन्तानस्य विधारयिता लोके सेतुः। क्षेत्रसम्पदाम् असम्भेदाय एवम् अयम् आत्मैषाम् अध्यात्मादिभेदभिन्नानां लोकानां वर्णाश्रमादीनां च विधारयिता सेतुः असम्भेदाय असंकराय इति। एवं इह प्रकृते दहरे विधारण लक्षणम्। महिमानं दर्शयति। अयं च महिमा परमेश्वर एव श्रुत्यान्तरात् उपलभ्यते। एतस्य वाक्षरस्य प्रशासने गार्गी सूर्याचन्द्रमसौ वित्रतौ तिष्ठतः इत्यादेः तथा अन्यत्रापि निश्चिते परमेश्वरवाक्ये श्रूयते। एष सर्वेश्वरः एष भूताधिपतिरेषः भूतपालः एषः सेतुर्विधारण येषां लोकानाम् असम्भेदाय इति एवं धृतेश्च हेतुः परमेश्वर एव अयं दहरः We were seeing this 16th sutra of this particular adhikaran, and not particular adhikaran but particular pad, fifth adhikaran. In this sutra it says Dhritescha mahimnaha asyasmin uplabdehe. So you heard the topic is going off. The topic is going off. Daharaha uttarebhyaha. That this Daharakash is Brahman, as said in Chandogya Upanishad 8.1.1. Is this Brahman or is this the Bhutakasha? And in this subject it was said by Bhashyakar. He gave 7 points to tell that Daharakash is Brahman. Then in the next sutra, Uttarepya word is described by Bhagavan Vedavyasa, and he gave 2 reasons. One was Gati, other was Shabda. In 8.4, Gachanti word was coming. Jeev goes into Sushupti. Jeev goes into Dharakash. Another Upanishad says Jeev goes into Brahman. Therefore Dharakash is Brahman. And the word called Brahmalok was said. That is Shabda. Because of the Brahmalok word, Lingamcha means that every day he goes to Brahmalok, and therefore the word Brahmalok tells that he goes to Brahman alone. 2 reasons was given by Bhagavan Vedavyas from the further mantras of the same chapter of Chandogya. We were seeing this particular 79th sutra yesterday. He is giving now 3rd cause, and 3rd cause is called Dhriti. Dhriti means what? Dhara. Dhriti has Bhava Vyutpatti and Kartru Vyutpatti. So Kartru Vyutpatti is Dhriti, that which is held, and that by which everything is held, that is called the under Vyutpatti. So Dharakash, which is this mantra, Esham, Siddha mantra 8.4.1. In 8.4.1, which is in the Bhashya also it is there. You need not see mantra pushpam. When the Bhashya itself is there, he has written the Ataya Atma Sa Setur Vidritihi. So this Atma is the Vidritihi. Vidriti. So name of the Atma is called Vidriti. What do you mean by that? I had told yesterday that which is the holder of the universal laws and the universe. Because universe cannot be holding itself. I gave you 3 points: time, space, and object. Every objective qualities are held. The things are held in space also, and things are held in time also. You saw yesterday. And therefore, there is no violation of the held dharma. Held dharma. At the 3 levels. Sarvasya dhataram achintya rupam gama vishya cha bhutani dharayami amojasa. Yada adityagatam tejaha jagad bhasyate khilam yat chandramasi yat chagnau tejo vidhi mamakam. Then he says, Gama vishya bodhani dharayami amojasa kushnami chaushadi sarvaha somo bhutva rasatmaka. Then he says, Aham vaishvanaro bhutva praninam dehan vashita. So at Gama Vishya, Adi Devik level, Adi Bhautik level and Adhyatmik level, he is holding the he is the one who holds the digestive power. That means all the things that are happening in the body is held by him only. I had detailed in a big detail I gave yesterday. So Dhriti means Sthiti Karta. Sthiti Karta, holder of the rules, holder of the dharma, holder of the laws, electrical laws, magnetic laws. There are a lot of laws that are being held. So here Bhagwan Vedavyasa had said that, but Upanishad says that who is the maintainer everywhere? Brahman is the maintainer. And we quoted 2 Upanishad, one verse Taittiriya, Yato va imani bhutani jayante. Other Upanishad which Bhashyakar quoted to explain the Dhriti word. He has written or not? Hare. Brother Anak, you heard? You heard? You have come prepared. Or didn't hear? So Brother Anak Upanishad, Etasya va aksharasya prashasane gargi surya chandramaso vidrato tishtataha. In the prashasan, in the governance, the sun and moon are being held. Because of the ruling of the Akshar Brahma, the sun, moon do not violate their order. In Brihadaranyaka it is said. 3.8.9, I had told it, be alert. So Brahman sustains the creation, and the beauty of that, but the Bhashyakar is that Vidrito word is coming here, and therefore he had chosen the Upanishad which has Vidriti word, which is the holder. Okay. He had chosen the word from Brihadaranyaka. Why sun is held? Why moon is held? Because I told you they are inert by nature. Inert thing does not move by itself. Inert thing does not move. Inert thing can be operated only by something else. This thing keep in your mind, and this Jad Buddhi should go away. What is that Buddhi? That if something is moving, moving thing cannot be moving by itself. Any action is always acted upon, and actor has to be different. Like your body is moving, so there is a subtle body which makes your body move. Body is not moving the body. If you have to walk and you have to lift your feet, So there is a mind which says lift your feet and walk. Leg is not moving the leg. Because leg is inert by its nature. Anything is not moving that. So here this inert, the world which is there, the sun, outer sun is a mass of helium. Earth is only a mud. Similarly, moon also is simply a mud only. Stones and muds and mountains and craters are in moon. But you see a very regulated kind of action going on. And therefore, it implies that there must be some conscious entity, because intelligence is there in the movement of the earth. And therefore, that conscious entity should not be inert. And therefore, there is the existence of consciousness, which is mentioned by the word here. Akshar word, etaseva aksharasya prashasane, in this Brihadaranyaka. So there akshar word has been used in the prashasan of the akshar. So there is get this point, in the Chandogya Upanishad, this logic is used in the 8.4.1. He is matching 8.4.1 with Brahman, that Dharakash is the holder of all. And then he says the holder word has come in Brihadaranyaka for Brahman and Akshar, and therefore Dharakash is Brahman. So earlier he had used two logic, which was that Gati and Shabd, and now he has got third one called Dhriti. Okay, so that is there. So supposing you say no centripetal force is there, centrifugal force is there, so there has to be holder of that also. Like earth is there. So earth, things fall on the earth because of gravitational force. But the gravitational force, who is the holder of gravitational force also? Who made gravitational force and who is the holder of gravitational force? Gravitational force is an inert thing, but who is making that force? Who is holding that force? Anything is not. Anything, remember I told you, anything is held, any rule is held. So there is a maker of a rule, holder of a rule also. There is a maker of the rule and holder of a rule. And one more point I told once yesterday, that if the universe is existing for so many years, there has to be proper rules to make it existent. If anywhere rules are not proper, the thing will die out. So two things are there. Rules will be proper, intelligent, and rules will be implemented. Like body is there. Inside the body, rules are there. Blood circulation, or the digestion, or the stomach, or the rule of thinking. If they don't function, body will die out. The body is sustained by the set of rules. Then when the rules are not followed, that is called organ failure. Organ has failed. That means it is not functioning now, not following the rule. Liver has failed. Liver fails, person will die away. So it is a rule that sustains the body. House also has a rule that we all should sit together, or we all should eat together, or we all should be concerned about each other. If that rules are not there, the house will also break away. Okay. This universe also is sustained by the infinite number of rules. Otherwise, sun will fizzle out, earth will also splinter, and whole universe will die away. But because it is continuing, that means the rule is there. Now this is Going to the word analysis, there are two parts of this sutra. One is called Dritescha, other is called Mahimna Asya Asmin Uplabdhe. Now, in the first part, I think we were saying the first part, Daharaha Brahma, you have to add this word, Daharakasha Brahma Dritehe cha. So, here Daharakash is the word occurring in 8.1.1 of Chandogya Upanishad. Dritehe, which vibhakti? Fifth vibhakti. Because of it is sustainer of creation, as revealed in mantra 8.4.1 through the word Dhritihi, and cha means also. Also means he is referring to previous logic. Which previous? Gati and Shabda. Now, one question is raised. Daharakash may be the sustainer of creation, because Upanishads say that in 8.4.1. Just because Daharakash is sustainer, how can you say Daharakash is Brahman? Because in other Upanishads we find that sustainer status is only for Brahman. Nothing else can sustain. And here it is said Daharakash is sustainer, and therefore Daharakash is equal to Brahman. Now, second part, is it clear? Second part, Mahimnaha Asya Asmin Uplabdhehe. So, Asya Mahimnaha. Mahimna means because of the glory of this. Because of the glory of this. Whose glory? Whose glory? Daharakash's. Because of the glory of Daharakash. And what is the glory of Daharakash? Sustainer status. Protector status. Vidhatru status. Vidhatrutvam. Holding status. Because of the Mahima, because of the glory of this Daharakash as holder. Asya Mahimna. Asya word you bring earlier. Asya Mahima of this. Because of Mahima of this. Because of Mahima. Okay. So what is there? Uplabdhehe. Uplabdhe means is seen or found. Because of the Uplabdhi. Asmin. Asmin means in Brahma alone. In Brahma alone. Right? Asmin means Brahmani. Brahmani. In Brahman alone, this status of holdership is found. Because of, how the whole sentence will be there? Because sustainer status is found in Brahman alone, and therefore Daharakash should be Brahman only. How will you do the Anvay here? Asya Mahimnaha Asmin Uplabdhehe. Asmin Brahmani Uplabdhehe. Mahima of the glory of, because of the glory of Daharakash. This glory is found in Brahman alone, and therefore Daharakash will be Brahman. I hope you are clear. Not clear? Clear, no? So, Uplabdhe means found, because it is being found, because it is seen and found. And where? Asmin Brahmani, in the Brahman alone. Mahima. Asya Mahima. Asya Mahimna. Of this Mahima is found in the Brahman alone. Clear? I hope it is clear now. This completes the sutra. So Dhriteshcha, Fido Sutraya, Dhriteshcha, then Mahimna Asya Asmin Uplabdhehe. This is the portion here. Now let us see the next sutra. Next sutra is very simple sutra. Prasiddhescha. So this sutra is very one word, two words are there. Prasiddhescha. This is the glory of sutra. Very small sutra. One small paragraph is there. We'll just read it. So you can. Itascha Parmeshwara eva Dharo asminantara kasha Ityuchyate Yat karanam akasha shabdah Parameshware Ishware prasiddha Akasho vai nama Nama rupayo nirvahita sarvani havaimani bhutani akashadeva samutpadyante ityadi prayoga darshanat जीवेतु न क्वचिदाकाश शब्दः प्रयुज्यमानो दृश्यते भूताकाशस्तु सत्यामपि आकाश शब्द प्रसिद्धौ आकाश शब्द प्रसिद्धौ उपमानोपमेय भावात् असंभवात् न ग्रहीतव्य इति उक्तम. Now this is the 80th sutra. Now we are towards 80th sutra. So this sutra is not the explanation of Uttarebhya. This is not the explanation of the first sutra, Uttarebhya. Then what is there? This is 17th sutra of this. Of what? Of what? No, what is it? Adhikaran is only the third, fourth sutra of this pada. Third part. Adhikaran, I think this is the fourth sutra of this Adhikaran. 1, 2, 3, 4th. So this sutra gives an independent reasoning that Dharakash is Brahman. What is said here? Let us see. So here Vedavyas says, he said Akash word is used in the scriptures to reveal Brahman. So Akash word is not used mainly in the scripture for Bhutakash, elemental space. It is used as a Brahman. So this, the usage of the scriptural word and the Laukik word is different. The same word is used in the Lok, has a different meaning. And same word when it is used in the Upanishad has another meaning. Like Purush word is there. A Purush word, if you hear in the worldly meaning, it means only man. But Purush word in Vedanta does not mean man. Purush word in man. But if you say Divyo Yamurtah Purusha, in Mundak it comes, or Purush Sukt, it is not man's Sukt. But when you see the worldly meaning, when the washrooms are there, what is written Purush is Stri, Purush is written. So that is not, that is, that Purush word is not the word here. So don't mix that meaning here. So sometimes Shastra word is different. And there the word which is used in the Vyavhar or in the local and people what used is different word. So Akash word is used in the world as a space, elemental space. But here Bhagavan Vedavyas is saying that Akash word means Brahman only in the Shastra. This is the point here. Prasiddhehe cha. So Akash word is used as Brahman word, not only in Chandogya, but in other Upanishad also. Very commonly, very freely it is used in the meaning of Brahman and not the elemental space. Acha, yes. How do you know that? Can you tell where it is said? Yes, why not? I'll tell you many places. So, first in Taitri it comes. Yada Esha Kashanando Nasyat Eshevana Anandayati. Open Taitri Upanishad. You should have by-hearted it. If you have not by-hearted, at least you can see that. Brahmanand Valli. Seventh mantra, where it is said, Raso Vaisaha Rasanga Hevayam Labdva Nandi Bhavati Ko Hevanyat Kaf Pranyat. Then it is said, Yada Yadesha Akashanando Nasyat Esha Yeva Nandayati. Here Akash word is said. That if this Akash was not of the nature of Anand, then Eshahi Eva Anandayati. Then how can a person be running after Anand? So here Akash word is in the meaning of Brahman only. This is Taitri. This is which? Seventh. You got it, no? All of you got it. So this is one. Then in Chandogya Upanishad 8.14.1. 8.14, if you want to open Chandogya Upanishad 8.14.1. 14 section is there. 14 section. In the 14 section 14 chapter 8.8 8 chapter 14 section 8 chapter 14 section 14 section. There you see first Akasho vai nama rupayoho nirvahita. Bas. That means, what is the name? Here, one nirvahita means substratum. That, who is the Akash? Which is the substratum of name and form. So here the word Akash is used actually, but this is the Brahman. This is what is been quoted by Bhashyakar. In the Bhashya also you must have seen. See, Akasho vai nama rupayoho nirvahita. One who is the substratum of name and form is the Akash. So here it is said here. Then in Chandogya again, you need not open. It is also quoted here by Bhashyakar, third quotation. Sarvani hava imani bhutani akasha deva samutpadyante. You see that? 1.9.1. So that means all beings are born out of Brahman only. Because beings cannot be born out of space. Beings cannot be born out of Bhutaka, elemental space. Why they can't be born out of elemental space? Hello? Why they? It is inert also, and also they exist. We have experience of ourselves without elemental space in dream state, and deep sleep state, and pralaya, and samadhi, and murcha. If the akash was the cause, elemental space, so cause and effect will always be experienced. But we experience ourselves without the experience of elemental space in dream and deep sleep and pralaya. And therefore we cannot be born from the elemental space. And subtle body is not made out of the Bhutakash. Subtle body is not made out of Bhutakash. And this subtle body leaves the gross body in death, and it is not the Bhutakash. Right? I hope you are clear. This is the third quotation. Bhaskar has given two only. You can search more. And in one of the places in Chandogya, if you remember, Kam Brahma, Kham Brahma. Remember that? Kam Brahma, Kham Brahma had come, where that, some 4 students had gone for knowledge. Upasana Prakaran was there. And then they went to the king. That king was there. That king. And then king gave the Updesh, that portion. There, Kam Brahma, Kham Brahma. That means Akash is Brahman. So the Akash word has been synonymous with the word Brahman here. I hope you are clear. Why it is said, let us see the etymological meaning, Sanskrit meaning. A means sarvatra, samantat, sarva, everywhere. Akasha means prakashate. Therefore Kashi word has come. Uttar Kashi. And Banaras is also called Kashi, Varanasi, where you have gone. You have gone or not Varanasi? Not gone Varanasi. You? None of you have gone to Varanasi. When you went? Earlier you must have. That's why you have gone Varanasi. Gone? When? Okay. Manna you have gone Varanasi. Achha. So Varanasi, that is Kashi, it is called. Kash means to illuminate, to glow. So Akash word means what? Sarvatra prakashate chaitanya rupena satta rupena. That which is appreciated everywhere in the form of Sat and Chit, as availability as consciousness. That is called Akash. Everywhere it is illuminating. In the inert world as Satta, in Chaitanya as consciousness. So in the form of consciousness which is illuminating, that is called Akasha. Okay. And therefore Akash word is used. Some people's name is also Akash. Have you heard somebody's? Popular? Achha. Akash word is used. It's a good name. Not that it is used in the name meaning of Akash in the head. Not that meaning. Here Akash is the meaning of Prakash. Sarvatra, especially A word is important there. A, that makes is Brahma. Samantat, Sarvatra Kashate. Generally when I say this Jeev, so I only illuminate a limited portion. But that which is illuminated everywhere, yes, Saiva is Puranam Sadatmakam Sat, Tasya Bhasa Sarvamidam Vibhati. And therefore Akash word has a meaning of Brahman. So 3, 4 I gave, rest you can search. So this word is very vividly and clearly and widely used as Brahman. And this is the argument given by Bhagwan Vedavyas to indicate that Akash word is used as Brahman popularly where? Scriptures, not in the people. Prasiddhehe cha. Now let us see the word analysis. So there is two words are there. One is prasiddhehe. Fifth case. Go like mati. Prasad mati. Prasiddhi is ikarant feminine. Matihi. Mati. Matayah. So prasiddhi. Prasaddi. Prasiddhayah. Prasiddim. Prasiddi. Prasaddihi. Prasiddhaya. Matya. Prasiddhibhyam. Prasiddhibhihi. Then prasiddhyai. Prasiddhaye. Prasiddhibhyam. Prasiddhibhyah. Prasiddhehe. Prasiddhi. Fifth case. Prasiddhyaha. Prasiddhibhyam. Prasiddhibhyah. Prasiddhe. Prasiddhyaha. Prasiddhyoho. Prasiddhinam. Prasidhyau. Prasidhyam. Prasidhyoho. Prasidhishu. It won't leave you. Well, I will die. It will chase you there also. I will die. One person was there in Sindh in Pakistan. The astrologer met him. He said, I think within 24 hours you will die. So he was a warrior. He ran with the horse. He said, I'm going to such place where nobody can kill me. And he ran towards Persia. Persia is Iran. Nobody was. Total flat ground was there. Only hill was there. Nothing was. Plain ground. He said, if I climb the hill, if I fall down, then Persia, it was very hot. So he was feeling a scorching heat. And there he took shelter under a tree just to save himself from the sun. He said, thank God. Nobody can kill me. Nobody can know. And from the top of the tree, one person jumped on him. He said, you are here? He said, yes, I am death. I only prompted that astrologer to tell that you will die within, so that you can run away and come here. तुलसी जैसी भवे तबता तैसी मिले सहाय आपू आवे ताही बही ताही तहां ले जाए. And he killed him. Okay, you just don't know. In Riva, there was two people were there. And one, he said, I'm feeling giddy. So he got down. Scooter is there, scooter. Pillion riders are there. So he got down. This person went. And he made an accident, died. Because he didn't have to die, therefore. Funny things, very mysterious things happen in this world. In Madhya Pradesh, one snake was going. One vulture was on the top. The snake was going to bite one person. I don't know. Now this vulture took the snake away. The top. By mistake, vulture dropped the snake. And he dropped on the person who was going on again a scooter. A snake falling on you, lose balance. Imagine that. Snake falls upon you, you lose balance. He left balance and he fell down. Who? Both. Snake and the person both had fallen down. Now a snake came and bit him. And he died. Very typical ways death comes. What happened? What happened? All of a sudden, typical ways it comes. Sometimes we don't know it is too close. We feel I'm very happy, nothing, no disease is there, nothing, no problem is there. You just don't know in which way. Similarly, this pronouns, etc. This is going to follow you. So better to face it. Every day it comes, in every class. Better you by heart it. Best is to by heart it. Don't try to run away from it. Okay? I'm not naming anybody, but you should know Prasiddhehi. आ गया ना वो? Prasiddhehi cha. You have to supply 2 words now. Dharakashah Brahma. This is a common thing. This Dhaharakash, small space, is Brahman. Why? Because of Prasiddhi. So Prasiddhi is which reason given by Vedavyas Bhagwan? 4th Gati, Shabd, Dhriti, Prasiddhi. Achha. Prasiddhi means what? Because it is well known. Not in the lok. I'm repeating it. It is well known in this Prasiddhi is called Shastra Prasiddhi. It is well known in the Shastra only. In the Vedanta only. Kuru Paksh came. He said, please tell me, how do you say that Akash is Brahman? Because most of the people say that Bhutakash, Akash is Bhutakash, elemental space. Answer is said by, I already told this point that this elemental space is Lok Prasiddhi and Akash as Brahman is Shastra Prasiddhi. Something is called Shastra Prasiddhi, other is called Lok Prasiddhi. Like the word Atma is there. If somebody dies in the Lok, then the Atma has left the body. If you read Gita, it is in Atma is all pervading. Na jayate mriyate va kadachit. So Atma, so in the world, Atma word is used as something which is inside the body. And if you read Gita, it is said Atma is all pervading. So it is not that Atma has left the body. So people do not understand subtle body, and they use the word Atma for subtle body. And then they say Atma has left the body and therefore body is dead. Actually, they should have said subtle body has left the gross body, therefore person is dead. But they don't know all these things. So worldly usages are different, and its scriptural usages are different. Similarly, if you see the medical terms are different, which you may be using that. You use the word virus very frequently. But virus has another meaning in the medical terms, because you don't know virus. But if you ask the doctor, he will clearly tell what is. His understanding about word virus is different than your and mine understanding about the word virus. Okay. So here, always see, so which word we should use? Lokic meaning or Shastra? If the worldly people are talking of the word Akash, then don't bring the scriptural meaning there. But now the scriptures are talking of the word Akash, then don't bring the worldly meaning here. The context is the scripture has used Dhaharakash in Chandogya Upanishad. So when the Shastra study is going on, so Shastra Vyavhare, Shastra Prasiddhi Gariyan. Shastra Vyavhare, Shastra Prasiddhi Gariyan. When you are talking about the scriptures are talking, then the usage in which that is used, that should be more important. But in Lok Vyavhare, Lok Prasiddhi Gariyan, if you are talking in the worldly words, then the popular meaning will be taken. But here we cannot take a popular meaning because Shastra is talking like that. I hope this point is clear. So which context the word has been coming? That we have to see that context, particular context. Like I give the example of Atma. Gita uses the word Atma in second chapter. And Atma, Mahatma word is there. And now tell me what is the meaning of Mahatma, Atma in Mahatma. Mahatma word is Lok Prasiddhi or Shastra Prasiddhi? Mahatma word is Lok Prasiddhi or Shastra Prasiddhi? How? See, the Atma word in the word Mahatma is meaning of Antakaran and mind. So this is Bahubrehi Samas. Mahan Atma Yasya, whose mind is very big. Mahamanaha word comes in Bhagavad many places. Very big mind he has. Big mind means he is mine, he is not mine. This is not in a Mahatma. He is my son, he is not my son. This is my place, not my place. This is not in him. He is my person. Is not in him. He can accept everybody, or yes, sarvatra anabhyasneya, or he has nothing also. That is the word of Mahatma. So Atma is not in the meaning of Atma as Brahman. In the word Mahatma. Got my point? No? Mahatma word is not in the meaning of Atma as Brahman as is used in Vedanta. So that is a Lok Prasiddhi. He used the word Mahatma. Atma has 6 meaning. Gyan Vigyan Tripta Atma. So there the Atma word is in the meaning of Jitatmana Prashantasya. So there the meaning of Atma is as Antakaran. Jitatmana Prashantasya Paramatma Samahita Shitoshna Sukha Dukkheshu. So always see the meaning of that. One whose mind goes beyond the boundaries of caste, creed, religion, etc. Who is not belonging to. When you say this person is then he is only husband of one wife. He belongs to one wife. Or I am son of such and such. So introduction of Mahatma is the son of such and such. When you ask a Mahatma, who is he? We don't introduce him that he is son of such and such, or he is the father of such and such. He is a wife or husband of such and such. Mahatma's introduction is very difficult to give. Because you can't confine him. He is a short of introduction. It is only one aspect of his personality. He is a disciple of such and such. You can give that at the first. And therefore people who come to Mahatma all feel that he belongs to me also. Okay. This is called Lok Prasiddhi and Shastra Prasiddhi. But Atma word very popularly, Upanishad is used in the meaning of Brahman only. I give the example yesterday of Brahma word also. Like Gyan word is there. Gyan. Ab Gyan can mean knowledge, means knowledge can be of any subject of the world. If you go to the medical college and you say this doctor has lot of knowledge, that doesn't mean he has knowledge of Brahman. That he is a gastroenteritis specialist. He has the knowledge of that particular medical area. Because this medical, you are talking in the hospital. This very knowledgeable doctor is there. Gyan word is there. Vigyan word is there. Vigyan in Hindi means actually science. Gyan word is nice. So Bhautik Vigyan. Bhautik Vigyan means physics. Physics is called Bhautik Vigyan. So there is something called science, something called art. So like sociology or English, Hindi, literature, this is all arts. And biology, zoology, or engineering, chemistry, this is all called science. So in the university, when we were studying, there was a science faculty and arts faculty. Both are different. The translation of the word science in Hindi is Vigyan. What he was saying. He brought the Laukik Arth in the Shastra. But when Gita will say Gyan Vigyan, is another meaning is there. Jnanam teham sa vijnanam idam vakshyamya sheshatah. Gita will say, I will tell you the knowledge and also I will tell you the Vidya Vijnanam means realization of the self. How you can realize it, personalize it at eye level. Idam dute guyatamam pravakshyami anusuyave jnanam vijnana sahitam yad jnatva moksha se shubhat. So Vijnanam word in the Laukik has the meaning of science. But Vijnanam word used in Bhagavad Gita has the meaning of realization of that knowledge. So Paroksh Gyan will become Aparoksh, or the methodology through which the Paroksh Gyan can become Aparoksh. Both meaning is there of the word Vijnanam. But science is that is the difference there. If the Gyan word is used in Gita, it means Brahma Gyan only. Gyan Agni Dagda Karmanam. That is not the meaning of the doctor knowledge of medical. Medical knowledge will not burn all the karma. So you see which the context the word is coming. Because the Akash word just now has come in the Chandogya, which is talking about Brahma Vidya. You cannot see the Laukik meaning of Akash here. You have to see the meaning of the Brahman, because Upanishad generally uses the word Akash in the term of Brahman. I gave you 3-4 examples. I hope you are clear. Is it clear? Not clear. I will tell you another thing. Guru word is used. Guru, management guru is there. Management guru. Guru word has come in the Harvard also. In the dictionary also, Guru word. The Guru word, if somebody is supposing tabla teacher is there, he is also called Guru. They use the word is my Guruji. Tabla teacher or the music teacher, dance teacher, they are also called Gurujis. But strictly speaking, Guru word is only used for Sadguru. They can be Adhyapak. Sadguru means one who teaches about the Brahman. He alone Gukaras Chandkaro Hirukaras Tijuchate. So Guru is not generally used for any teacher. Guru is only used for the one who teaches me knowledge of Brahman. The class 1 teacher is also teacher, but he is called Adhyapak. He is my teacher. He is my mentor. Mentor word you can use. So are you seeing the difference? So this is the reason given by Bhashkar. This is Prasiddhecha. Now Bhashkar gives one more reason. He says, see what Bhashkar says. Jive tu na kvachit akash shabdah prayujmano drishyat. See the Bhashya. Jive, this is called Vishaya Saptami. Jiva is Vishaya Saptami. In the matter of Jiva, not in the Jiva. In the topic of Jiva. See the third line of 289 page, underline that. Jive, Vishaya Saptami is there. In the matter of Jeev, in the subject of Jeev, in that it is not Adhikarana Saptami. Saptami also has various notes. Like Koshthe. Koshthe Sa Asti. He is in the room. So this is Adhikarana Saptami. He is saying in the word of Jeev, Na Kvachit Akash Shabda Pravijyamano Drishyate. Never we use the word Akash for Jeev. Dekho, now Kvachit word is commented there. In Tippani you see, Kvachit Loke Vedecha. Neither in the Log, neither in the Ved. It is neither Laukik, neither Vedic. Kvachit. So Kvachit Akash Shabda Prayujamano. Then next point is there. Then he says, what he says, Bhashyakar says, one more line is there, then he'll complete it. He says, I'm ready to accept Lok Prasiddhi normally. And the Dharakash is Bhutakash. But when this meaning is illogical, you have to give up the primary meaning. Otherwise, illogical. Because you had heard earlier, Dharakash had 7 points. 7 points about Dharakash was there. Who will say 7 points? One person should say not that united. 2 you say, 1 he says, 1 is there. One person should say all 7 points. What Bhashyakar gave? No prompting in between. If anybody prompts, you should write all 7, 11 times. I won't say now, nothing I'll say now. Purnamada also I won't say. No, about that, Dharaka. Many times I said 7 points. Attempt. No, all are quiet. The moment I start, then you will also be encouraged. Huh? First 2 only. इसको बोलते प्रथम ग्रासे मक्षिका पाथा. Person was eating and the fly had fallen in the first morsel only. Anveshtavyam, Vijigyasitavyam, Sadrishyatvam, Sarvadharakatvam, Atmatvam, Ashtaguna Vishishthatvam, and Anantaphalatvam. Try to imbibe it. One should be searching for that, one should know that, and it is equivalent to that Bhutakash. Then it is holder of all. Then 8 qualities were there, Vijara and divide of all sins, etc. And the last was Atmatvam was one, and then last was Anantaphalat. Isko yaad rakho bhai. He is saying these 7 qualities cannot fit into the elemental space. I already told you this point. And again you are making me say the same thing. They all are not fitting into the Bhutakash. When primary meaning is not fitting, then we take the secondary meaning. And hence we are taking the secondary meaning. And one of the meaning, if you remember, Sadrishyam was there. As is the Bhutakash, so is the Dhara. It was comparing. The infinitude was compared. So 2 things can be compared only when they are different than each other. See the last line here. Bhashyakar. Bhutakashastu satyam api akash shabda prasiddho upman upame bhavad adi asambhavat. Compared and comparer should be 2 things. He is like land. He is not land, that means. So this Dharakash was said to be like the space, comparing it vastness. That means it is not the Bhutakash. So therefore I am not taking the popular meaning and I am taking the scriptural meaning. This is the completion of the Sutra. Prasiddhesh cha. Cha word I already told you. Cha is along with the 3. Which 3? Gati, Shabd and Dhriti. This also is one cause for Dharakash to be Brahman. Tomorrow we will see next sutra. I thought I'll complete it. Just underline this portion in the Anand Giriji. Asamantat kashate deepyate iti. Nice. He has put a nice word here. Swayam Jyotishi Brahmani Akash Shabdasya Vibhutva Gunatova Prasiddhi. Asamantat, this is what I was saying. Asamantat prakashate deepyate iti. Swayam Jyotishi Brahmani Akash Shabdasya. That is Om. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namah. Hari Om.